Welcome to the Slouch Theory. Oh, Slouch Theory. Slouching. Slouching.
Ah!
Hey, Riley.
Bubby! I don't get why my Bluetooth isn't turning on. Is this okay?
What? Like voice-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound like, I don't know, like you have a microphone or some shit. I can hear you clearly. Like, what are you trying to hook up?
I was trying to make it just like sound a little bit better because I don't really have all my stuff, but okay, cool. Yeah!
Ah, shit. What up, yo?
You see my apartment?
Taking a gander at Ryle's apartment.
Hey, Ryan? Who the
No,
fuck
I
is
said
Ryan?
Ryle's.
Oh.
I said it how Sherrod says it.
It's literally how Sherrod says it, and when I worked on that radio show, that's how they say it too. I was like, this is the weirdest group of people. It's Sherrod and then
Yeah, somebody that's cool and then, others.
those who not be named, and then bathroom.
Oh, shit.
Is that cute? When
It's so cute.
it's so cute.
How much money has that word cost you in your life?
Cute?
Yeah.
How much money?
I feel like a lot of times, like women, that's the word that triggers them to spend money. Something's cuteness level, and I feel like if you were able like to get like a budgeting spend sheet or some shit, the word cute would like total up a gross sum of your money.
Dre, it's cute, and you know what does it for me? When someone says, "Oh my god, that's so you," because
that's a good one. Oh my god, that's so you. That's a good one.
Because like now it's not even like, oh, they think it's cute. They think I
belong in this. This is about my spirit. This is my sign. I'm an Aries. I'm supposed to wear.
In my head, I'm like, why haven't I got this before? And all of a sudden,
oh shit!
You know how many times that has happened where they're like, oh, that's so you, and I'm like, really? And like, I don't even think it.
Oh shit!
And girls do that all the time. Like, oh, that's so you. Dre, if you told me something was me, I would buy it. I wouldn't let it.
If I only knew this type of shit when I was working at like fucking what's that shit called? Joe Fresh, and working at what's that other Lady Foot Locker, I could have made some real money. Not really, because it's still bullshit jobs, but I could have at least sold a bunch of shit and looked like somebody that, want to get promoted to bullshit, whatever, number 2 job.
Dre, I already feel like you sold like you were like young and like I bet.
Well, I had all the sales associates. I was the sales associate.
What's that mean? Like,
you know what a sales associate mean? What the fuck?
You're like lower than the main sales.
Are you playing a joke on me right now or some shit? You don't know.
Mm-mm.
You don't know what a sales associate is?
You know what's funny thing is I worked at Urban Outfitters like on the floor, so maybe I was a.
You were a sales associate. What the fuck? You didn't look at your application? You just walked the fuck on?
Mm-hmm. And then I said to them, I was like, okay.
This is how people get kidnapped, because you just too goddamn friendly and accepting. Sure, I'll fold a t-shirt. You probably didn't work there for mad long. They just gave you a check eventually.
No, they did. Seriously, they literally would call me when they needed me, and they never put me with the clothes. They put me in front of the door because I was
say
like,
hi.
friendly. Yeah. That
was it. He was a professional greeter at a place where I don't think greeting is like a part of their thing. That's not like a part of the Urban Outfitters ethos. They're not like, we're the friendliest clothing. Nah, them niggas rob you. It's $55 for a regular t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It got a Barney on it that's probably smoking weed or some stupid shit. There's always some dumb graphic on there.
And I spent all my money there. Like, I would get the check and then I would buy
you would buy the shit at the store.
Buy the shit.
Anything that was so you. It's so you and it's cute. And all your $96 is blown.
96.
You stood there for 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
two times in a row. I don't know how much hours is that. That's a lot of hours. You carry the 4 and you put the 8. You know what I'm saying? That's over 100. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of hours. But you did that. You did that shit.
Yeah, I'm done doing math as an adult.
Math is not so much the issue. It's the paperwork plus the math with the lack of guidance.
Yeah, no, because even when I have guidance, I think they're attacking me regardless. Like
a trust issues type of shit?
Yeah, like if someone, I think it's like trauma. I think everyone has gone through it where when they were younger and they weren't good at math and they had someone, a parent, a tutor, an older friend to help them, you just felt so stupid, like because you couldn't get it.
I think I accepted it.
You at a young age?
Like, I don't know what it was. I wasn't that bothered by it. Like, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I don't get this. But I would feel good in my other classes. And I think that, like, carried me over.
Confidence?
I think so. Because I wasn't broken that I couldn't get it. I've broken tutors. Like, I've had my stupidity be so high that the tutor be like, fuck, this nigga is dumb. Like, I've had a tutor lose it before.
I'm not even
But
surprised.
I was chilling. I wasn't broken by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I know what I need to know.
You know what? The teacher would come over to me so much that eventually I would say, oh, yeah, I get it. And I think that's how I got
You just lie?
Yeah. Get it. And then 8th grade,
I wouldn't do that.
In 8th grade, they put me into my own math class.
You was in special ed, man?
Yeah. So all my friends would go to math. And then I would say bye, and I would go down this long hallway, and it was just me and one teacher for.
Oh shit! Special attention, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, Dre, if something happened in class, like say like David pulled down Joey's pants, like something crazy, I had to hear it like secondhand from everybody, and they were all laughing, and I was like, wish I was there.
Oh, you had math class FOMO.
Yeah. Because
you were in dedicated special ed math, so you couldn't be with the rest of the regular speed students. You had some spectrum shit. You was on the spectrum.
No, it's just
you was spectrum really cable out this bitch. I was
really bad at math.
You was spectrum out this motherfucker.
I was so bad at math that they were like, no.
Yeah, that's just a part of it. That's the whole idea behind the spectrum, right? Is that to some degree, most people may or may not fall on some level of it. And your level was for math. You was full on, you couldn't, math was not your shit.
And math is still not. Every time I see numbers, I get like panicky.
Yo, you know what I used to go through? You remember the Matrix?
Yeah.
Remember the green numbers?
Yes.
The fucking digitized numbers is going up and down all fast and shit. I swear, I was taking, I think it was the SATs or some shit, or the Regents. And that's what my brain couldn't see nothing else. That's what I was seeing. Like, I was convinced this was a part of the Matrix. I couldn't see. I'm like, yo, that's not a regular question.
Andre, sometimes I think like maybe you're not like a full human.
That shit, I got it wrong, so it can't be. I was whatever version of human I was, did not get whatever planet I'm from. That whole planet don't do algebra. That whole fucking planet.
I got so excited. Oh.
I'm from non-algebra, whatever the fuck. Wherever you think the rest of my DNA is from, that planet don't do algebra. It don't have trigonometry in it. We fuck with graphs though. We do fuck with some graphs out there.
I like a graph. I like a graph because that's like pictures.
Yeah, there's something. It's like I feel like the term is it's not a term. I don't think it, but the words work together. It's like applied math or applicable math. Or yeah. So it's like when like I can voting see. Methods. Say that again.
Like voting methods.
I don't.
Graphs.
Explain your voting method shit, because that's not what I think of when I think of applied math.
Really? That's
in my brain, where I can like see it. I have to be able to see it.
They did like polls and stuff, like polls.
Okay, yeah. That's graphs. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought you was talking about like the fucking what's that shit called? You know how New Hampshire get better votes than New York or some stupid shit, and Wyoming. What What is it when they try to disguise the word racism? They make fancy words for racism. It's not collegiate. It's not diplomatic.
And
fucking
Georgia went through it.
You know, like like Kentucky get more votes than motherfucking Los Angeles, but Kentucky is where they basically make racists at. That's like the home fucking factory where they build these motherfuckers at. And the LA is just too gay, so they don't get the same votes as Kentucky or some shit. You know how the liberal places don't get the same shit? There's a name for it.
I know, no, and I'm trying, and I feel so stupid because
we was just talking about how dumb we are, and here we fucking proving it. I'm a types of votes, types of COVID test comes up.
Voting suppression?
Not voting suppression. It's not because they suppress electoral college.
Oh, the electoral.
That's what I was saying. How the little tiny place with population 97,000 white versus they only got 2 black people, and then the place with mad liberals and shit, the votes don't got the same muscle type of shit to it. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have the same the oof to it because because when you look at when all that shit was happening, what was it with last year, and you just saw one of the states turned red, and you're like, oh, but that's a small state, that won't matter, and then all of a sudden it was
Maine it's always the states that don't nobody fucking go to. It's the ones that what I'm saying you're not checking Maine, for.
I think Maine,
Idaho, or some stupid shit.
Yeah, nah. I have no wanting to go to these states at all.
And listen to Idahoans listening to the pod. I don't know what y'all call yourselves. You know what I'm saying? The people from
Idaho. That sounds like a joke.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't dislike. I don't not fuck with y'all. I fuck with y'all and everything. It's just your state race is right. I'm not making this shit up. Jewish people avoid these states too, don't you?
No. Jews want the cities. Jews are like,
y'all do the same shit. Y'all avoid certain states because of the the liberal level there, or the tolerance, or some shit. The wokeness. Or, what's the word, Riley? Fuck. What is the word?
Why?
Oh, you already know West Virginia get different votes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. West Virginia get different shit.
I know we knew 2 Jews in Virginia, but then they left.
And went to where? Like a city.
Jersey.
They went to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Where they know you see what I'm saying? They went to New Jersey.
They're like Jersey, New York, LA, Florida, the Jews.
That's it. And black people, Roy Wood Jr. got a joke about it with how to living in America. He's talking about James Brown naming the black cities that black people are comfortable living in. It's the same shit. Atlanta, DC, New York City. Yeah, it's very Los Angeles. It's the same shit. They're not just loose in Wyoming, no goddamn where.
Yeah, no, I don't know any Jew in a mountain.
However,
there are Jews in mountains, but I just don't.
I mean, there's mountains. There's Jamaicans in mountains. But I was thinking, vacation wise, you know how everybody run off to Dominican Republic, everybody running off to Tulum, right? You gotta, if you're on Instagram, you damn near can't even stay if you ain't been on Tulum. If you don't go to
what is happening there? What is happening there? Because when I see photos from Tulum, it's a whole different level of photo. Are they hiring people to come out to take pictures?
I don't know. Here's my thing, right? I don't really give a fuck about these It's like because I'm like I know there's
But
people.
Andre, do you
It's
want to
just
go? Do you
like
want to go?
if like I don't want to go to Tulum because they done turned it into some corny shit now. And you know what? And you know what? If I would go if it's like a free trip or if I get like a crazy discount.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna post about it. I wouldn't even tell you where I'm at. I wouldn't even say it.
I think you have
I'd
to.
probably go and then call it Papua New Guinea. When I tell people I went somewhere, they're like, "Where's the pictures from?" I'm like, "Papua New Guinea, motherfucker." That's what I probably do. Or Cambodia. I'll pick a really random spot.
You're like, I went to Detroit this weekend.
Yes, I'm not gonna tell them it's fucking Tulum though, because they made it. It feel corny now.
It's kind of like, and it's a beautiful place, but it kind of feels like when people talk about it, like they went to Disney World. Like it doesn't feel like it's an actual place, even though it is and it's beautiful, and I want to go, but like it's so hyped up now. It's so hyped up that I feel like when I do go, and like I had a friend that just went with all her girlfriends, and she was so hyped. She got back, and I was like, "How was it?" She goes, "We hyped it up too much."
Yeah,
you hype up something this much, and I feel like that's what's up with TikTok, because I've been on TikTok way too much these days.
Oh god,
TikTok be hyping up like beauty products. They hyping up all these things.
I can tell you look shiny.
No, okay, I just took a shower and I had lotion on my face.
You look shiny to beauty products. You done. It's working. Your skin clear. You look shiny as shit.
I just put on lotion, man. It's just Olay. I got
all right.
Target. But I want the beauty products though. I'm not on there like, oh, I want this. I want this. This looks like
so this. So that should work for you. Olay work as a white woman. It works.
I hate Olay. My mom. I hate it. And I know like Olay is a great product.
I don't know.
But the thing is, I want like the really fancy stuff on the TikTok
where the kids are having the sex.
Everyone's hyping it up. And the thing about Olay is my mom,
the young ones,
grandma, wash their face with, this is what my mom said, Riley, wash your face with soap and put Olay on. I'm like, bitch.
What kind of soap?
Fucking hand soap.
Like detergent? Mama wants you to put detergent on. She's like, listen, if it can clean blue jeans, it can clean you too. There's no reason.
But little hand soap. I go, Mom, you can't put hand soap on your face anymore. That's not how this works anymore.
Oh, there was a time where it was acceptable.
In their minds, it's totally fine. My grandma.
You know what? Probably. Check the ingredient list. I feel like that's one of the things people skip doing that will expose a lot of truths or lies.
I think
in the consumer.
I think ingredients. I didn't realize until you
asked. Your fake fucking shrimp and crab. I hate it. Fucking eating imitation shrimp and crab, and she not even poor. This is just her choices. She's just doing this off the strength of joy. Not like she down bad and want to have a fucking seafood boil but can't afford seafood. You just like imitation crab and shit.
So the thing is, I love seafood. Like seafood is like my favorite food ever. My mom bought imitation crab because a lot of people use that in like sushi and shit.
Yuck.
And it's so good. And it tastes good.
Fucking yuck.
But imitation shrimp
is ass.
I like the texture.
Fucking you and this damn. You know, I've never heard the use of that word like in that way until you and Colleen.
Texture?
You two. The two of y'all.
You know, because we both like that stuff.
Texture food shit.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it now that you like. I understand it, and it is a valid thing.
Thank you.
But when I realize I mention texture, it's usually because of my disdain, my dislike for something. I don't like sashimi because it's something that look like it starts out solid, and then when you bite it, it fucking farts away. It's just I don't like that.
See, but like, there's textures that you do probably like. Like,
I
think
don't know.
about
Yeah, of course, because everything has technically texture is just is what things have. So
right. And
everything
certain people,
technically has a
like,
texture.
yeah, and certain people like I don't like the texture of tomatoes.
You don't like the texture of tomato. Does it depend on the tomato's age? Because you know how like tomatoes, like a tomato, like a young bitch tomato is tight. She all tight and nice with it, bitch, perky. You feel me? And then them old bitch tomatoes, the tomato be all frumpy and shit, and you can squeeze it.
I've been trying so hard since talking about this texture shit not to go down that route, and you're you're saying, oh yeah, that tomato's tight.
Why not? It's an accurate description of the elasticity of the material.
Yeah, but the way you were saying, like, oh yeah, that tomato is tight. Like, that's not how you talk about tomato.
I didn't like OD, like, yo, that tomato got that good. I didn't. Oh, but the tomato has a buoyancy to it. No.
Okay. That's a little bit better. A little bit better. You out here calling tomatoes tight as fuck? It's weird.
But what's a synonym that you would feel is more accurately describing a fresh tomato?
You can say, damn, that the way I thought about it was kind of.
Oh, you made it worse, did you?
I made it.
You made it worse.
I made it worse in my head.
You said gushy, didn't you? So some bullshit.
I was like, you feel that like the tomato like pop in your mouth.
See, that's on you. See, I'm here concerned about the tomato's appearance because of its stage in ripeness, and you took an alternate route.
I was trying to think of a better way to describe the tomato when it is electricity. Electricity.
It happens, yo. Sometimes words just catch us.
If you listen back to this podcast later on, you will listen that the way you talked about that tomato was
artful. It was what that's the thing though. You have yet to give me an appropriate alternate word.
I liked how you said about the what's the word?
Elasticity?
Elasticity.
Ooh. Well, but that still refers to because
I like that. I think it's a better word.
But that doesn't cover it completely because that's just a category of something, ability to bounce back or stay extended. Anything can have different ranges of elasticity. It doesn't mean that it has a tight one. That's just the facts of the world. It's not, I didn't make the English language. This is just what it is.
You're like, yo, that tomato's doing Kegels all day.
Is that the tomato has been plucked at the correct stage in its ripeness.
Okay, yes. I think we haven't been saying the word ripeness enough.
I've said ripeness at this point possibly 4 times.
I like that word. I think we can use it more.
Yes, but these are all descriptions that can serve a synergistic goal.
That was that other word. So you're using big words today, man.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. Is that even a word? Did you just make that up?
You see what I'm saying? You had the listeners know this not my fault. This not y'all can hear that this not on me. Cause I said I ain't gonna hold you, and then she said, "Did you just make that up? Is that a word?" So,
okay, I know
no. There's no backing out now. You started this, pal. This y'all know that this is not on me. Okay, this is not on moi.
Just call me pal.
Yeah, fucking buckaroo. How about that? You don't like that one, do you? That one felt uncomfortable, didn't it? Yeah.
No, I
nobody want to get called buckaroo.
I don't even know what it means, but I like it.
Yeah, Buckaroo is I can't even, I wish I knew the origin. Like, you know what? That's the power of the internet. We can find out when the fuck but
Wait.
the whole origin story behind, but you know it's gonna be fucked up if it's racist. You know, most things have a racist origin story.
Yeah.
When you find it out, okay, Buckaroo. It's
Buckaroo,
related.
he's a
It just
cowboy.
describes a cowboy.
Cowboy.
Yeah, and
It's 19th century.
yeah, I didn't even know that. It comes from Vaquero or some shit.
How did you get to Buckaroo?
I don't know, because you know I've heard. I used to watch a lot of. Here's the thing, I don't know what it is. If it's just age or age in combination of what was available to watch in particular situations, yada yada yada. However, I grew up in an age group with my parents and elders. Jamaicans love westerns.
Really?
I mean, like home on the, like Jamaicans love westerns is how I grew up.
Learned something new
I
today.
watched.
I did not know that.
Yo, the amount of western shit that I watched growing up, just because that's what mom is watching, or that's what pops is watching, or the uncle or something. They listen to country music, like I mean, cowboy country though. It can't be no. It can't be no bullshit disco. It got to be like, I got my gun, my horse, and I'm on the road.
So not only did you guys watch westerns, you also listened to the music, like you and
Yeah, because I don't like
engulfed in it.
Jamaicans over the age of 50. Any Jamaican right now that's 2021 is here and they're past the age of 50. They love westerns and cowboy shit.
I wonder.
That's what it seemed like. I've never met one that was like, "Hey, turn that shit off." It was like, "Turn it up more."
Have you ever been like, where is this coming from?
I think it's because of Western imperialism and the fact that it's just the people that was born around the 60s and the 70s. You grew up in a certain time in a so-called third world country when Western America is putting all of their shit out, their Love America shit is going out into the world. The channels that's in your country, that you have your shit, your actual broadcasting and programming for your country, and then the popular shit, which is driven by Western media, and you will get what they want you to see. The stories that they want you to see about foreign, this beautiful, great America land, you know? So it's just like, you born in the 60s and you watching TV, you got a couple channels, and out of the couple, 3 of them are dedicated to fucking America's great programming. So you're going to watch baseball sometimes, and you're going to watch cowboy shit.
Wait, so when you were in school and you were learning about the Wild West, you're like, I got this. I'm
like, first of all, it's a fucking lie. They were black. Well, I didn't really know that back then, but later on. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they act like
that era. I did not enjoy that era. I just, every time we talked about it in school or when there was a Western on, I would fall asleep.
And you hated that era for why?
Oh, like if we learned about it in school or like
it was just uninteresting to you?
For some reason, the only part of that I thought was like cool when I was younger was like the saloon part where there was like the prostitutes and like all the dancers. I thought that was so like, oh, whoa. Other than
the saloon was a whole world.
That was a whole world. And like
that part, mad characters.
That for some reason, that part, I was always like, oh, this is cool. And then everything else, I was like, oh, that's kind of it is depressing too. The whole thing was terrible.
Yeah, because it's dry and you're out there trying your best to survive in horrid conditions.
But I'm watching it like, oh, I like her outfit.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, that's her only outfit.
Forever. No, she probably has like under. See, you know what? I don't even know enough to be like.
You were trying to say undergarments?
Undergarments, but like
their clothes had a lot of stages. Like everybody did have one outfit, but that outfit came with like 17 pieces.
Yeah, and you know the showering, like the whole family had a shower before you showered, so they used the same water over and over and over again. Like
What you mean?
nobody was smelling good at that time.
I mean, all right. If nobody's smelling good, then smelling good isn't like like a priority. It's not like a super hygienic. It's not a big on the priority list. So I don't think they were showering. That's man, that word right there is a who, right?
That was an adventure.
Because that's the way to say it, but it don't feel right.
Showering.
You know what I'm saying? You're saying it right, but it just, am I bugging or it don't feel right to you as well?
It feels weird in my mouth. Yeah, I don't like the word
showering.
I like to say, oh, I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go shower. Or did you shower?
Yeah.
Shower.
Showering. Showering.
Showering.
Sharing.
I'm going to go showering.
Oh, fuck. I don't know which was. It sounds like you speak Mandarin.
Like English. I was trying to do like a British accent. Showering. I'm done. I fucked it up too much.
Damn. How's the pandemic been treating you, yo?
The pandemic?
You been bugging out lately since the return of the Umadizzle?
Yeah, I've been really laying low. I
did
right? My first spot last night in a bit.
Fuck, how was it? Talk about it.
It was actually like very good. I was very, you know what it is?
Ooh.
It was the mask. I was nervous with the mask because I wore it on stage.
You wore it on stage. Yeah. Ah, yes.
I wore it on
does
stage.
Change it a little bit.
Because you know what it is too? Like, I'm also a person that like, the whole facial expression thing is very important to me. And especially when I'm talking to an audience member, I feel like I'm like, what do you say? Huh? Like, I already have that. Like, what, like if it's hard to hear, but now I have this mask on and I was like, this is going to, I was so nervous. But then this guy in the back, this big guy was wearing a mask too.
Yeah.
We connected.
Whoa.
And like it was actually dope, and I was like, okay, Riley, this can't be an like, I was going in being like, oh, I'm gonna like, you know, I had this already implanted in my head, and then I was like, okay, Riley, like a mask isn't gonna ruin your jokes, girl.
Yeah,
like,
it's just, and I feel like a big thing right now where it's like it's something that I try to operate on no matter what is going on is we know what's up. It's kind of that. It's the sentiment of. Right. We know what we're doing here, right? Like even with this podcast right now, we're on Zoom.
I know.
But the second that we both agree to do a podcast on this platform or using this methodology or whatever, we agreed to a bunch of shit that we should know. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that come with that agreement that's almost like unsaid. So it's like, if I'm wearing a mask on stage, don't fucking ask me why. Don't make it be like I'm the only nigga in 2006 with a mask on, you dumb. Like, it makes me like, what are you doing? You idiot. That you gonna ask me what am I doing? You shut, I'll kick you in the dick. Well, why would you? So, yeah, the fucking I'm wearing a mask. Eat a dick. Fuck off. Outside's weird.
A comic said to me afterwards, like, that must have been so hard. They didn't wear a mask on stage. He said, that must have been so hard wearing a mask on stage. Like, that must have been so annoying. My father wears a mask. They're wearing a mask. That's what the comic said. They said like that must have been so annoying. Oh my God. My father wears an N95, a regular mask, and a face shield for 8 hours. Wearing this one surgical. I was wearing an N95 in the place, and then when I went on stage, I just wore a surgical mask. But like wearing this one surgical mask for 10 minutes, I can do it.
Yeah.
It's not like it. Sure. Like them being able to see my facial expressions. Sure. Like
absolutely.
Stuff, of course. But right now in this world, in this time, it's just not where I'm at. And that's okay.
Absolutely.
Like, that's okay. Like if I wore a mask 4 years ago on stage, you'd be like, right.
Yeah. There's no context. Yeah.
Right. But right now, like, oh, that must have been really annoying for you. It was like, no, actually, it made me feel better.
because you feel like you're taking less of a chance. So then your anxiety is lower, which means your freedom, your inhibition is more uninhibited. You know what I'm saying? You can let that bitch go a little bit more because you're not so focused on trying to count what breath of COVID you take in. You fucking I breathed too much just now. I gotta hold. It's stupid. Like I know you fucking out here trying to watch for particles in the air if you could see the COVID coming or some stupid shit.
Right. And
like I've tried infrared.
Like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whenever, like when everything felt like it was lightening up, I was good. Being on stage without a mask, sure. Like,
yeah, because it felt different.
Felt different. Now I'm just like, yo, the fact that we know, like every day there's someone on Instagram, Facebook, hey guys, tested positive, and I'm like, whoo, it's out here. I'm not. Why would I put myself in that situation when I could easily be like, let me just do this? Like, it's not.
I hate how everybody want to play tough with the wrong shit. You don't play tough where it count. People never tough when it count. When you're supposed to keep pushing, keep showing up, try harder, get back up, dust yourself off and all that other good shit, you want to quit and be a bitch. But now with a fucking disease that can take out your auntie if she look wrong, you want to be like, oh, I don't care if I catch it. You're a dick. You're a douchebag.
It's honestly because, like, they can't see. You know when you can't see something? No, it's the same people that write shit on the internet because.
But I don't think it's that. I think it's like people don't give people enough credit for just straight up being stupid. Like they just dumb, and a lot of people take these things that are like arbitrary in the fact of like, you know, like yourself. Mm-hmm. They try to make it their identity. Like it try to become that's like supposed to be a part of who they are. You know how it's like supposed to. They try to like use it to become interesting,
right?
And it's like you could just actually go become interesting instead of doing this corny shit.
Because
foster something you care about, you loser.
It makes total like now that you're saying this stuff, people who have no personality. And then they make a pandemic their person.
Like you're bugging. Yeah. Go build a robot or fucking paint something. Damn, son, you don't knit, nigga. Do something. Do anything other than try to tell me that the pandemic is where you lay your hat on who you are. Like this is who you are. This is what you've been waiting on. Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because when they say, "Oh, you're making a big deal out of this." I hadn't said shit to you. I didn't say shit to you. I just put on a mask and went on stage. Me coming off stage and you saying, man, that must have been real annoying.
Nah, you know what I think that should come from? It's that they see you with the mask on and then they start going in the back of their head going, there's a little tiny voice going, I should be wearing my mask. I'm fucking. They see you doing the shit that you. It's the same reason they get mad at a motherfucker for trying to like eat healthy or some shit because they be like, "Oh, you think you better than me? No, you think I'm better than you. You fucking idiot. You want to be eating healthy and putting on your mask and trying and stretching and lotioning and fucking meditating or whatever, but you don't want to do the work. So you mad at me for doing it.
You put lotioning in there?
Yeah, because you know you don't want to be ashy. Being ashy and conscious is not good either. You just dry and no shit. That's not fun.
It's so
put on some moisturizer.
It's so uncomfortable.
Dusty asses.
I've been wearing this new lotion. It has hemp in it.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Sometimes because of like this vaping process, I see like different stages of what the thing turns into, and there's like a little waxy thing. Ooh. That comes from it sometimes, and I'll just rub that in with some shea butter and just rub it on my hands.
Oh, you made your own.
Yeah, it happens. Whatever, like even like there's like little dust, and I like sprinkle it in there because it has fat, right? This is what I'm thinking. If it has fat and this is already decarboxylated, that means technically it's active. So if I just leave it there long enough, it'll bind, which means now this is activated weed cocoa butter at this
Dr.
point.
Andre D. Thompson over here.
I'm this is all me guessing though. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be like carry the two. I'm just guessing.
That's a good ass guess. The fact that you're like, yeah, it's gonna bind together. I would have looked. You were sprinkling that on. I'd be like, what do you sprinkle on? Is that sprinkles that taste like something? Like,
Yeah, I just leave it. I'm like, it's gonna stay at room temperature. That means it's at least warm enough for it, some time.
Wow,
Yeah, I guess that'll do something.
that's very impressive.
I'm gonna see. We need time because if I'm not gonna know about the wrinkles until I hit wrinkle age, and then for me to, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think about like? Because I know some girls that have gotten like Botox to like prevent later on more wrinkles. And I always think about it. And I'm like, it's called preventative Botox.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Sometimes.
Cause like, I don't know. I don't want to. Cause that made me think of like augmented reality and like that metaverse shit and virtual reality and like fucking BBLs. Like, I'm not saying I don't know shit.
Right.
I know nothing.
I don't know enough to be like, oh yeah, but then I see it and I'm like, ooh, that looks nice.
But I feel like, because the thing is, that's you trying to beat time with some new shit, not some organic thing that was used to beat time. Like,
it's poison technically that you're putting into your
body. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even know that. It's like,
my brother told me that. He goes, ride that, because what it does, it kills or numb the muscle. So it kills technically. I'm probably saying this all wrong, but it kind of kills the muscle, like whatever the wrinkle, it kills it.
Fuck.
So now it's not even moving.
So see, what I'm thinking is, so that happens, right? And the thing is, if you're lucky, if you're a very fortunate, blessed person, you get to see the different stages of life, and you get to reach 50s and 60s and 70s, these lucky, beautiful ass ages. You get to reach that shit. Yeah. You think you're gonna outsmart 40,000 years of DNA with this dumb doctor from New Jersey squirting some shit in your face? Now you just 60 but look weird.
But I'm nervous because it's either going to be a Sarah Silverman like lane, or it's going to be like,
there is no lane. They all age when they age, when they get to them numbers. The numbers is undefeated. They're undefeated. There's no sexy 90-year-old.
No, but like
it don't happen.
No, but some of them. No, come on.
Yo, there's Riley, I understand you have aspirations. Okay, I understand, Riley. All right, I have aspirations as well. I want to be 65 years old and still doing pull-ups and deadlifts and shit like that, and roundhouse kicks. I want that.
Good. You're gonna look good at 60.
I'm gonna look like I'm 60.
But you're gonna look good.
Yeah, but I'm not. You're not gonna inject no shit and beat Father Time and look like a healthy regular. That's the thing. You think you look like a regular 27-year-old, but you just look like a weird 60.
Whoa.
It's not. You're not beating time. Like all these celebrities putting all kind of shit. When they finally start reaching them ages, they all look like how they look. You look weird, nigga. No, you're not beating it.
Like the fillers, that is the only reason I bring this up, is because
I'm
scared to go down because as I get older, I'm like, okay, you're either gonna age gracefully like Sarah Silverman, or you're gonna age it's gonna be bad. So in my head, I'm like, do I do this? But then you see celebrities and you see people with these fillers, with these things, and people are instantly, before you even get to know you, they're like, whoa, what's up with that?
Because you look weird now. You can't expect me to try to, and that's the other thing, right? I understand not commenting on a person's appearance. That is organic. That is natural. That this is how they came into the earth. They didn't do no alterations or nothing. They came down, giving birth. They showed up. What's up? I'm healthy. I'm alive. But this is how I look. I hear you. I don't need to say nothing about that. But if you go do something to your face and your body, and now you look like a friggin', I don't even know what you look like now. I feel like that's free. That's free. You did not. Nobody. This was your choice. You the one that tattooed that fucking. You know them people you see on like Ripley's Believe It or Not, the bitch with the split tongues, and she got the shit on her forehead. I get to say whatever the fuck I feel like saying, because that's not how you came down here. This is not a cleft lip, you asshole. This is your choice.
That's like the nicest way of being a bully. You're like, organic you're good, but if you put something in your face, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Like I didn't like design my face. I just whatever I have is what I got. I dig it. Whatever. Same for the other. But if I went now and I went and try to get some perfect, because I got some teeth. You feel me? I got some yompers. You dig? I got some teeth with some spaces and all that. I got a chick tooth and everything, right?
Wait, are we talking about this? Would you?
But this is what I'm trying to say. If I went and got some shit done with the horse, the fucking TV mouth, the fucking perfect cha-ching TV mouth, and now I got them white bites. If you say something to me, I deserve it. I went and put fucking toilet material in my mouth. That's on me. I could have just left it how I was. I was still getting kisses before. I could have just been courteous with my kisses. But here I go trying to get more. I'm doing too much. I feel like it's doing too much.
No. I don't think it's the whole like you're doing too much or you want more. I think honestly, like if you having an issue, if you grew up all the time you looked in the mirror, Dre, and you're like, wow, I fucking hate this gap. This gap is annoying.
That's fucking rough. Like I remember, this is something small that you may not expect, but I grew up with, I have brothers and shit, but they was, they was active out here in the world. Put it that way. My brothers was active out here in the world. So I didn't really grow up with them on some day-to-day shit. I grew up with my sisters and my sister's kids and shit, which is daughters. So me and my niece, we practically the same age and shit. My sisters, they would tease me. I'm the only boy I get teased. They tease me about my body. Like, why your legs look like that? They tease because I was already big, so I had like thick thighs and had they would be like track legs or something. Like they would tease me and shit. I can't wear no shorts. It'd be like, oh, that ass, all that booty, and then I'll get teased. I'll get teased. I'm like, look at all that. My dad tease the shit out of me.
Than I do now.
They would tease the fuck out of all that ass, all that booty. Tease the shit. So I would be self-conscious about that, and I'll be looking up how to slim my thighs, or I'll be looking that shit up, trying to run and do stupid shit. That all I'm doing is getting even more muscular thighs. It's not going away. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit like that. I understand, but I feel like if you were to try to go down the path of not going, all right, yo, this is the machine I got for this trip. For this edition of us, whoever you are, this is the only edition of you. Like this is your Earth trip. Let's say you believe in mad other planets and ideas and universes and different beliefs and all this. So this is your trip, right? So this is the machine you were given for this trip. And I call it machine because you can operate almost like separate. You can have a thing that's a mind experience and you can have a body experience. And both of those things can be viewed not opposite, but like, and not diametrically opposed. It could be viewed as something that's separate from like the you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, you can identify with these two things separate from saying Riley. You could be like Riley's mind or Riley's body. You know what I'm saying? You have that feeling.
Sure. The separation. I totally get that.
So like if that's there, this is your body. This addition is the time you have with it. So I feel like if you learn to just deal with it and figure out what it's supposed to be, because we watch Star Wars and all this shit, right? And they show one of the things about Star Wars that stood out is that they showed you physical representations of other bodies that have a mind and then a self that so the same three separation thing that we have from other galaxies, which gave them different appearances. But we can all converse and be in the same room. So even though you have 17 arms, that's different to me, but that's common to you. So you learn your condition of your body and how it's supposed to relate to the universe that you're in, yada, 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 same for me.
Right.
But that's easier, I feel like, and more fruitful, and it could last longer and not be as painful an experience. And this is all bullshit because I know nothing. But the opposite of being like, I'm gonna go get surgery or I'm gonna go try to like run, I would turn into a marathon runner trying to run my legs away or some shit. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother, I think that's like a more painful existence than the one that you already have to deal with. Well, Drake, if living is already have to deal with suffering, then I feel like that's adding a little more. If you don't just accept, and then, like, I'm talking about like regular shit, nothing like the bigger acceptances. I'm talking about like you don't like your lips, or you don't like your nose, or your earlobes, or some shit. You don't like your butt, or whatever the fuck. Little shit like that, not like identity body type shit. Like I super don't know nothing. I ain't even going over there.
Well, that's the thing. I think you're the one. You were honestly. It was like a couple of years ago, and I will remember this. This is what. Okay, wait.
Riley had to go get her coffee.
No. You had. I will remember this. You had in your car. I came in, sat down. You grabbed this big ass chug of something, and go.
Yeah.
Big ass chug, right?
Yeah.
Bringing in props and shit.
I still got them types of shits. I don't. Oh, you can't even see it. It's all.
Nope, can't see it.
There we go.
Hey, but I still use them. I said to you, I was like, "Oh, Dre, what you drinking?"
Yeah.
You told me some weird ass shit. Oh, it's good.
I still be drinking them shits.
Right, and I said to you, "Ooh, does it taste good?" This is me, right? Ooh, does it? And you go, "No." I went, "What do you mean, no?" You're like, "It's not supposed to taste good." I go, "But aren't you drinking it?" He said, "No." And then you said, like, "Oh, no, it gives me energy, wakes me up, makes me feel." And you're talking, and I'm thinking, I go, "Oh shit, not everything has to taste." And then in that point, you said something about, "Oh, it gives me energy. It does this.
Yeah.
It does that." And I went, "Riley, you little." whiny ass bitch over here be like, I don't like the taste of this because no, bitch, it's energy. It's energy. And until literally until I moved in this apartment, because I said I always am like, I need to take supplements from all my shit. Because it's just a good thing to do.
Yeah.
My whiny ass was like, oh, but the time it takes to take the pill, vitamin D. It takes me 5.
Yeah.
I made one of these things.
Oh yeah, the little pill organizers. I'm familiar.
It takes me 5 fucking seconds in the morning to get my D, magnesium, my fucking all this shit. Then I was always like, oh, but it's gonna take so much time. It's like, nah, girl. Things are supposed to taste. They give you energy. Take the time to take those things. It does. If it's your body.
Yeah.
I'm 28 now. I'm like, oh shit. When I do this, my body hurts. Why do I keep doing it? And I always just dealt with it. And I don't know if it's because I always had like stomach issues growing up, like with the celiac.
Yeah.
So it always every day kind of felt shitty.
Okay.
I think this is a mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you always feel a certain way?
I understand that.
And then all of a sudden one day, you eat what your body wants you to eat. You take the you do the things your body wants. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I feel good. My body doesn't hurt. And then you're like, this is a new feeling. And I think sometimes I was always like, yeah, but it's just easier, throwing up after I eat because like I'm used to that shit. Like, no, your body's not supposed to do that. So I'm definitely, you taught me when you pull that thing out of your car. Ooh, what you drinking, Dre? No, you were angry. You said no. Why would it taste good? I thought the ingredients made it taste great. No.
Nah. Yeah, I still do those my morning teas and shit. I put like mad teas, different bags of shit in there. And my girl make fun of me all the time, and she's like, I know the shit you drink tastes terrible. Because there's no, I don't, because it tastes bad because I try not to flavor it. Because if I flavor it, the way you make shit taste good is the big three: sugar, fat,
or
salt.
Fake sugar. I use fake sugar and everything. That shit's good too. Yeah.
Yeah, but what kind of fake sugar? And then that's the other thing too. This mad, yo, because like I say it a lot because I mean it. I don't know shit. There's so much to know that I know I don't know nothing. Because even with the idea of fake sugar, it gets marketed to us as, you know, like your body won't register this the way it would pick up that regular evil white sugar. You know, all those other sugars. Like that's what the market is. But then they don't fucking tell you that there's like a metabolite version of shit. You know, like there's a different there's calories, and then there's other shit you're dealing with. It's a lot.
Wait, was that your volcano? Andre, I thought there was a balloon in your room, like just hitting you.
Oh, you thought I was just like on the side? I do clown work for kids and shit.
Right.
I start making balloon animals.
Andre got balloons.
I would make a balloon animal, but I don't really know how to. Yeah, this is a volcano.
I feel like if you were, you'd be. I enjoyed being a mime in high school, but like people just don't like clowns and mimes.
Yeah, my girl's actually terrified of clowns. She don't like clowns at all. Like,
really?
We watching a movie and it's a clown, she like, turn that shit off. I'm like, all right, yo.
She can't watch a movie. Oh, you know what?
She's like, turn that shit off. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Your girl got me onto. Let me hear. Wait.
No problem. I'll turn it off.
She got me onto.
I don't like clowns. It's not like I like them. Oh yeah, I've heard. I've heard the lip shit. Everybody's lipstick is popping.
I saw her TikTok and she's like, go out and get this. So I was like, okay. So I went out and got it. And I told her.
The bride is working. The beauty clips.
Like, I saw your TikTok, so I went out and got it.
Ain't getting no cut for that. And he cut us a check. But
10% of this, I think it was $1.50.
What's 10% of $1.50?
Oh, yo, no.
Ah.
That's a good callback, huh?
Almost gave you a stroke.
Yep. I need to get a chair. Do you see what I just did?
I've been watching you do all of these random assortments of moves throughout the podcast. Everything but sitting. She's doing cartwheels. She out here moving furniture. Moonwalked at one point.
I don't have a table. I don't have a chair or a table yet. And I really wasn't. I've been on my bed since last night. And I'm like, I really don't want.
You want to get up.
Yeah.
Move to a different spot. Like right now, I do. Like I have a desk chair, but the wheel broke. I don't know how I did it, yo. I sat down and the wheel snapped. The fucking wheel. The wheel freaking. You know when an old car takes off and you hear that big explosion, you think it's a gunshot?
That's
what it was like that, like the wheel, wow, snapped, right? And I I just sat down and the shit broke.
No, like it's working now. Like you're sitting on the same chair.
I'm sitting on the same chair. I gotta balance myself because if I lean to the wrong side, I'm gonna fall again because I couldn't get it back. I tried to super glue the bitch. I put Gorilla Glue in it. Everything kept breaking. It didn't work.
You need a new chair.
I need a new chair. But here's the problem, Riley. I think I'm cheap. I'm a little frugal, yo. I don't like spending money.
I know you don't.
I'm the king of I got food at the house. Fuck this. I'm not. How much you said the eggs cost? Your mama, nigga. I'm not even eating no more.
You are the only one. No, and it's not even like the only one because people honestly get angry. But like, if you get food that's not good and you paid good money, World War III has broken out. It
bothers me. And the thing is, it's like this. It bothers me like this. Imagine if, like, right, you've done martial arts and shit, so you know how to do a little something. Right, and say you hire a bodyguard, right, and you walking through the city and everything, You go into a shoot, you know, Riley famous as fuck, going to a shoot, but you still remember what you remember because you know what you know. But you got a bodyguard because those days are behind you, right? And then you walking, and here comes some frumpy bitch from New Jersey. Come out the thing, and she's like a crazy deranged fan. She run up on you. She love you so much that she smacked the shit out of you, Riley. And then your bodyguard tries to jump in, and then she beat that nigga up. How you gonna feel knowing good and damn well you could have did it yourself the whole time? You could have roundhouse kicked that bitch dead in the throat from Jump Street, but here you paying this big dumb bastard from Russia for nothing, and you get no use for it. That's what I feel like when I get food from somebody and I know I can make that shit better. I could have took care of this myself.
That whole analogy.
It was a lot.
It was I'm like, thank you for like making me famous. That was like really cool for a second, but like the
crazy bitches from New Jersey, yo.
The turning into food. Yeah. No, I could. Yeah, but like, sure, you can make it better, but isn't it so much more fun? Like, okay, what would you rather do? Would you rather stay home and cook, or would you rather go to a nice restaurant and get food?
Is the food guaranteed bomb? And I need space. I need space.
What kind of space?
I need. I don't, because like room? Yeah, like in general, if I'm not a person that's like a club hopping. You're a club hopping person.
You spread out.
Yeah, like I'm not the person that's like for hitting 75 different parties in one night and crowded, and like I'm not into the street parties, you know. Like I need too much motherfuckers is around me, and I don't know how everybody thinks. You feel what I'm saying? Like
dinner and lunch and a long time. I forgot that you like to.
I need.
I like it when it's I like it when you like go in and you're like crammed in together. Like
fuck that.
Oh, I love it. I love the energy.
I have energy regardless. I don't need anything. I don't even need the help, yo. I'm running on a V12. I don't need no help. I'm good.
No, but like it doesn't give so much you energy. Like when I was
all I need is the people. If I got my homies around me, that's it. I don't need extras.
Oh, I love the atmosphere.
Oh, fuck that word. Atmosphere. That's how they try to charge you an extra $5 on every menu item because of the atmosphere. Fuck you and your space and your atmosphere. I'm gonna go buy the ingredients. And then here's the thing: when I go supermarket shopping and I go make it at home, I get ignorant. I could put as much shrimp as I want. I could put everything I want exactly to my liking. You're not gonna do that. They're gonna give me 6 shrimp. Atmosphere. I don't even like these people. I don't know them.
I don't know. I love that. It's the same way when
I just need my friends and that's it.
Is it the same way when we were talking about earlier when someone says, "Oh, this is so you"? I love that shit. Like I love when people are like, the atmosphere is fantastic. What was it, freshman year of college? I was in a play in Philadelphia and all my friends came and they were like, "Riley, we're gonna go to a rave after this." And I'm
hell
like, no, Dre. Everybody was high as fuck, drinking.
I'm not going to no rave.
Sober one. I was sober. I went to the rave. Let me tell you, I love the atmosphere.
Oh, fuck that. That sounds terrifying to me.
I loved it.
You know about Labor Day?
Love what?
Labor Day in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
The West Indian Parade.
Yeah.
In Juve and all that shit. I skipped that shit every year. I skips it. Always skipped it. Always skips it. Only time I've been is because my sister, one of my sisters, she's like the outgoing, super outgoing. She wanna go. Where's that? I'm pulling up. She's like that. That's how. When I was young and I'm in her car, she going. I'm just young in the car. I go. I remember seeing a nigga get beat up outside, just for fun freezies. Just beat a dude up with Tuesdays. It's just for funs. Enough to remember that I'm not coming back. I don't care how Jamaican I am. I'm already Jamaican. I don't need to show up here to continue my fucking progress. As long as I continue to be, I'm good enough. I'm not showing up every year. A motherfucker gets shot, stabbed, and punched. I'm not gonna be one of them.
See, that's not good atmosphere. That part.
Eat the shoes. The raves is the same shit. Somebody's doing the mosh pit bullshit, and then somebody gonna pass out from overdose. And I don't want to be next to none of them motherfuckers. They sound like a drug charge. I don't need any.
Yeah, that's shit.
That's what it is. I start thinking about consequences. I start thinking about what's gonna happen if I go out with somebody that think a different way.
Oh, that's something else that you have taught me. It's when to leave a situation.
Ready to leave, Riley. I'm always ready to leave.
No, but not only are you ready to leave, it's like the perfect time to leave, because if you stayed an extra 5 minutes, like I don't know where
You'll get caught up in the bullshit.
I don't know where I was this summer, and I was with some friends, some comics, and in my heart of hearts, I went, now's a good time to go.
It's
right?
a good time to go.
I stayed an extra 15 minutes. The shit got messed up. Something happened. I forget what happened. Someone got into a weird altercation. There was some drama, and I'm like,
time to go.
Oh, but the thing is, when I had that gut feeling 10, 15 minutes ago, I should have left.
You know, like you've seen Kevin Hart's new show on Netflix, right? True story, right? You see so that whole movie series, I'm watching it, and you are like, I'm watching it just going, I would not do that. I would not do that. I would not. Because all I can think of is the first episode where it was already set up. My brother is a bum ass nigga. My brother is a friggin' bum. They set that up immediately. My brother is a bum. In my world, you are already cut off, bro. I don't care that we related. Every time I give you money, you end up damn near killing everybody. You gotta go. I don't care. So I would have already. I wouldn't even make it to that last episode because minute 37, I'm cutting son off. I'm sending him a text, bro. You wildin'. You not coming. Like that's it. No, nigga, you can't come because every time you show up, shit go left. So you gonna stay right. Go home. You're done.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of as I'm watching the show is Kevin knew he was at the party. He was like, all right, this shit getting a little okay. The second I feel I'm out, and I don't care about you being like, but it's time to party. We celebrating. Your auntie. I'm out. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving.
Have you ever had like FOMO moments though?
FOMO? No, because I remember what happened when I stayed, or I remember what happened when I went. I got jumped. I got into a fight. A gunshot shit happened. You know the parties I was at, and freaking pop, 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 and then niggas is ducking and running. We get to the car and we be like, and then this dumb motherfucker. So where you trying to go to now? Home. I want to go home. How are you trying to go to another party? You want to go to another party? Dodging one bullet wasn't enough for you, Neo? Fuck out of here. I want to go home.
That's the thing. I don't think people have been that but some people that we know.
I didn't jump at parties and all that stupid shit. I'm not going.
Have not been in a situation to that level. So I think people don't know how far it can go.
Well, stupid.
I think also there are people that like to push the limits.
That's the stupid one.
They like to be like, they like to kind of not follow the drama, but like
they do because life not interesting enough for them, so they want to spice shit up all the fucking time. I don't need no spice.
And like say, I hate the people when there's like a fight that breaks out. They go fight, and they go towards it.
Fuck that! I'm out. I'm in the other direction.
It's like walking towards the like tsunami. Like you're walking towards.
I'm not. Nope. I don't need to see it. I love when people ask me, "Yo, you heard what happened to?" And I'll be like, "Nah." You heard about? Nope. You heard what happened? Nah. I love that. I love not knowing none of your shits. I don't know what you're talking about. No matter what you said, I don't know what you're talking about. Was you there? No.
Yep.
I was not there. But I had left right before all that shit happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
You showed up, you showed face, but you're like, yeah, no, I'm not sticking around for the. And the thing is, you can feel energy. You can feel the shift.
You can feel the fuckery.
You can feel the shift and you're like, something's not right. Some people can't feel that though. Some people are like, what?
I don't know, yo. I don't know what causes that shit. I don't. But I do know this shit though. I'm leaving. I don't have no questions. I don't even want to find out. I'm not doing a peer review study. I do know I'm gonna start my car though. That's what I do know. I'm gonna see what this 2-wheel drive is about.
How's the car? How's your car?
Yeah. Oh, my baby girl.
How's she doing?
My sugar plum. My car is doing great. I gotta get her some new tires, and I feel like I may have torqued the right side of the steering column. I think a little bit. I don't know, but it sounds good. It sounds like all she needs is some new tires.
Would you drive her in every day with Charlemagne show? Like, would you drive in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it easy parking?
Hell no. I had to get a fucking.
How many tickets did you get?
No tickets because I kept parking in the garage, paying $15 a day. Ooh, is right.
No, you know what? No, I can't even feel bad because when I worked in the radio show, I would Uber because I had to get to work at 4:30 in the morning. I would Uber from Crown Heights. Yo, that shit sometimes is $45.
I Ubered to work a couple times because my car was in the shop and shit.
Yeah,
and the Uber, the Lyft, whatever the shits, the car from my house to my job.
Can I guess?
Yes.
$65 to $78.
All right. The 65 was like, that's cute. It's about like 80, 85. Stupid shit.
Damn.
Stupid shit. It would easily take an hour, 20 minutes to get from where I'm at to that part of Manhattan.
Yeah, taking that train and take a long ass nap.
Yeah, it was just that's what it was. But yeah, damn. You know, this is a part of it.
I know. And the thing is, when I worked at at the station, when I moved here for the week and a half, 2 weeks, I'd walk home from work. Man, that was the nicest walk. I know. I think about it. I do think about it, but it's the same with like the other shit. It's just like I'm not trying to move too fast. I think you're moving. I think where you're at, like, I told my parents all the time, I said, if y'all lived in Long Island, like you guys were Long Island Jews, I would probably be still living at home, you being Long Island Jews, or like Upper East Side Jew. I'd be like, why? Why y'all had to be like,
they have like different category of type of Jews in these areas or something?
Okay, so like the thing is, they're
like one's tougher than the other.
Well, you can categorize them because there are like
who's the coolest ones?
The Jews go. There's Long Island Jews, Jersey Jews, city Jews, LA Jews.
Who's the coolest one?
See, Long Island.
You don't want to start a fight. That's what it is. You don't want to start a fight. You don't want to start no shit.
The thing
I see you trying to protect it. Nah, everybody's special in their own way.
I love all my Jews. The thing is, I know more Long Island Jews, more city Jews, I think right now than I do like Philly Jews, even though I'm from that area.
You're from?
Never mind. No, a lot. Like my bubby, my grandma, she was a Philly Jew. Like they were in Philly.
So that's the toughest ones.
They hated New York. They hated it. They were always like, oh, you have to go all the way to New York. I'm like, guys, it's an hour and a half away. Calm down. Wait.
So they hate New York for a reason?
Oh, they just don't like it because it's so far. They think it's so far.
Okay. Long Island, that's grandma, right?
No, all my family's Philly.
Okay, Philly is grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And what was her age? Like she was like what level? Like how much of a senior?
She died. I think she was 82.
82.
She passed. Yeah.
She born in America?
Yes.
All right, so born in
Philly. Yeah.
What? That's like what, 1940s?
It must have been the late 30s.
Late 30s.
Early 40s, I would think.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Imagine the version of New York she grew up knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like the version that she grew up knowing is on some, yo, you go there, there's either you rich or you dying. Like she probably knew.
I wonder, yeah.
Because Philly's a tough spot too, and this is early. Yeah, I remember like shit. Listen to people that's like a couple decades past us when they just talk about like Giuliani's era or like right before Giuliani, how apparent it was like fuck New York City was.
Right.
So if it was that close, imagine what Bobby knew. Like she must have knew mafia shit going down.
I don't know, because the thing is, it's like the whole Ellis Island. So like Ellis Island happened, and so many Jews.
When was that?
New York. Oh, well, Ellis Island was. Oh my god, I feel like an idiot. Ellis Island, I think, was like the 20s. When did people go through? And I had family go through Ellis Island. 1892 to 1924. So like that was like her grandparents, her parents, like, and then my other side of the family, they were in
hold on, 1994?
1894 to 1924.
Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute. That shit was happening when I was born. I was like 1994. Okay. All right, so 1800s, early
1994 to 1924. So like,
all right.
Her parents, like, and then my other side of the family, their parents, and then my grandma's side, her family was where they were in Brooklyn. They lived in Brooklyn before they moved to Michigan.
Oh wait, they moved to Michigan?
That's my mom's side.
I'm just these are all tough places though.
Yeah, but like
it's not like I'm trying to understand Nana's fear of New York, and she's from Philadelphia, and the other family went to Michigan. It's -5 degrees. It's tough places.
The length of travel.
Oh, she's just talking about what they call it, a schlep. She just doesn't want to schlep. That's what the problem is. She doesn't mind that it's gangster. Nana ready for the gangsters. She just not ready for the schlep.
It's the length. You mentioned
all right.
New York. You mentioned New York to any of them. This is what they do. Ready? It's so far.
Okay, I get it. I'm thinking she's caring about like your safety or some shit. She's not worried about that. She's talking about the distance.
No.
All right.
She would say to me, she goes, Philly's worse than New York sometimes. Like sometimes she'll be like, why? Like Philly's worse than New York. Go to New York. Like that's what she'll say.
Okay.
It's the length of getting to places, even though
I agree. I feel her on that.
No, it's 2 hours away. Why?
I know, but it's like I gotta sit down for 2 whole hours and just drive. Like I get it. When you go on the road, like I love when I go and I reach the place and I'm performing. When I'm performing, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. When I'm performing and we laughing and we having fun, I love that I took the trip. But the trip, I hate the trip every time.
But
I wish I could fucking blink and be somewhere.
The drive to Syracuse, Dre, the drive to upstate New York, and then the drive to like when we did that show in Jersey, because it was like what, 10 minutes from Philly, 15 minutes from Philly. That drive to Jersey, what was worse?
Hear me. I don't want to do none of them.
I love a car ride.
Okay, see, you see, you love the atmosphere. You love when it looks like you fucking love a car. I'm with Nana. I want to be foot on the ground. I'm done. Let me walk. I love a walking distance. I love when something is like, yo, that's walking distance.
I hate that.
A 20-minute, 30-minute walk, I'm down. I'll do any of that. But to sit down and I don't like to sit. I'm mad that I'm doing it right now.
No, I hate sometimes when like we would be like, oh, how far is that thing from here? And everyone takes out their phone. In the back of my head, I'm praying to all the gods in the world that it's too long of a walk that we have to drive.
I'd rather walk.
I hate that. Oh.
I'd rather something be walking distance before I take a 4-hour drive.
I love a car ride, even though I have been walking now because of this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I walk so much now. Every day. I feel like an old lady. I go on a walk every day, and as I'm walking,
don't it feel good though? Ain't it the best you ever felt?
It does feel good. It really
does. That's just what it is. It's you can't fight it.
I get angry. I get really angry.
Why you get angry?
Because I get to like okay, say I walk like an hour, right? And say I'm like by Battery Park. I'm in Battery Park and I get angry because then I realize I have to walk all the way back now.
That's the point of the walk, so that you get to walk.
I know, but once you reach the
end, you're supposed to fucking walk. That's what it's about.
But like having to walk all the way back, man.
Riley, it's 20 minutes, B. It's 20 minutes.
Sometimes that's just like an hour.
An hour in both directions?
Yes. Yeah. Next thing I know,
you know what happens? Your organs are like, oh my God, thank you. Fuck yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Do that shit, bitch. Move them legs, ho. That's probably, I'm telling you, our body doesn't want us to do what we're doing to it.
That's true.
Every time I see Doritos and I succumb to the crack addiction, my organs is like, keep playing, nigga. That's what they saying. They like, stop, son. Go eat celery.
When was the last time you put cheese on the Doritos?
Oh, I don't be fucking around. Nah, I respect God. I don't be fucking around like that. I stopped doing that shit. I don't be putting.
You don't do that
cheese on top of Doritos no more. Them days, I'm clean. I feel like when the crackhead turned their life to Jesus, I've changed my ways.
You just paralleled yourself to a crackhead.
Yo, I don't think you know what Cool Ranch tastes like with some nice sharp cheddar on that bitch. No, it's delicious. Okay.
No, because you told me about it. About that.
Put the sweet chili Doritos on top of the Cool Ranch with the cheese, and then put a different cheese.
Great. You told me about the layers.
Wrong.
You told me about the layers. And
but
then
the spicy nachos, it's wrong. It's unhealthy.
You told me about it.
Unhealthy.
It was rough because you've taught me so much healthness, and then one day out of nowhere, you go off about this amazing thing.
That's like you hanging out with Superman for mad long, and then one day you at the beach with the nigga and he stepped on a green rock and passed the fuck out. You're like, what the hell happened to you, strong man?
I was like,
green fucks you up? It's a rough thing to find out.
Is it a weakness? Like I got as soon as I needed
Salt,
it, I went
the silent killer. Okay, everybody, you got to get more potassium in your blood if you have high sodium content. It helps regulate your electrolytes. And you also need phosphorus. I'm making shit up, but potassium is a thing. What happened?
So you should eat a banana if like
bananas are great. You know, they have potassium. Coconuts have potassium. Leafy greens. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to like get a coconut though.
Yeah, coconuts are expensive and they're seasonal, and shipping is a bitch at the moment.
I haven't had a banana in I think a year.
Trucks are fucked up. Yeah, and this is where I guess supplements can take a little brunt off the shoulder, you know, take a little weight.
That's why I'm so excited. I love these little pills, and I know like it's not great to like always be like pills, and you should eat whole foods and all that. But
and then there's herbs too. Like people always skip that. That's the thing. There's herbs, but you know my problem. This is gonna send me on a whole path because Listen, America, if y'all gonna be taking herbs from black places, make sure the black places are paid adequately for the value of these herbs. Stop taking our shit and creating chemical derivatives of it and not cutting us any checks. That's all. It's very much so. I'm tired of seeing these others profiting well off of the black and browns, and the countries that it's coming from ain't getting shit. It's coming from these places, right? Just think about it, right? If a place is inherently, if a place's wealth can be inherent, even just think about you. If you think about your skills and what you have is tied to what you can attain, shouldn't the countries that have these natural resources be naturally, resourceful? They shouldn't be described as these third world fucked up places. If they have all of this good material, something wrong must be happening to the material and the people that it's related. It's just people stealing.
The only reason it's called they're called that is because the people that are calling it them are they're doing it to them. Like they're putting the name on it because they're taking the resources. They're putting the pressure on them. They're doing all these things to it to apparently they're the third world. You know what I mean? So
fucked up, man.
They have the resources. They have these amazing things that we end up taking, and we take it. It's not even like a give and take. We take it.
It'd be gone. But what are we gonna do? We gonna run for office?
Nah.
We can run for office.
Dre, you could.
Why you couldn't?
It's too much paperwork.
That's the point. We don't do shit if we actually win. Look at Joe Biden and everybody else. They're not actually doing shit. We just show up and say nice stuff on camera. That's all it is. You get a good suit and a fucking makeup artist. It's not like they're not doing stuff. You think Joe Biden reading every day? Donald Trump, you think he was reading shit every day?
I was dying because I watch a show with my mom when I go home. She tapes the Charlemagne show, and we were watching it. And Kamala comes on, and I go,
"Oh, she almost had a stroke."
Whoa!
Charlemagne put her in the mixer, son. Charlemagne had Kamala Harris like Iverson out in the court, nigga, just mixing her shit. Boop, 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 boop. She was confused.
That 5 times. I rewatched that 5 times, but
it was rough.
I said to my mom, I said, I really haven't seen her except on this show.
She just started having like a meltdown, just saying their names over because I'm Kamala and that is Joe, and that is Joe, and I am Kamala, and I am Kamala, and that is Joe, and we're Kamala Joe. She just couldn't. It was good.
It was good to like. It was interesting. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
It was funny. Like, I don't really care for politics because I just don't believe none of them for nothing. They don't. It's bullshit.
It sucks,
but it's funny to watch.
Like you want it to be good. Like you want goodness, right? You want
absolutely, but then greed. I guess
stuff, and you're like, shit, no, oh.
I guess it's greed, right? Maybe is it greed? I'm guessing it's greed, right?
I don't know. I really don't.
Because it's like it's greed. Because even if you think about a person whose origin starts with evil, like say they're just inherently bad. Yeah, there's 10 hungry people in this one town, and one dude. And when everybody else feels the hunger, they just like try to scavenge for something. They look outside. They try to plant something. They try to go outward to get what they need to satisfy the inside shit. And then when he feels the hunger, he just start looking at them. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like he look at them as, I'm gonna make you solve this problem. So if say person number 8 goes get food, and then he steals the food from them, the greed could be coming from the next step where it's like, even though I'm full, I'm gonna do it again and not allow you to eat. Let's say there was enough where I could just steal enough just so I could satisfy my hunger and then let you eat too.
Yeah.
Versus I'm going to make sure you don't get to eat. That's a different level of like evil. but I don't know shit.
An innate. Do you think people? And I don't like thinking people are born like they're born kind of just like into this world, right? Do you think there are people that like it's just an innate thing that they have where it's
you know what? When my mom
learn it.
We was watching some movie and there was like a really shitty kid in this movie. Like the kid was like this kid, the parent seemed like a nice guy, and the kid was a piece of shit from the rip. Like he could not stop himself from being garbage. And my mom was like, you don't know what kind of kid you're gonna get. And she just said it like a real statement. She was like, yo, for real? When you're pregnant, you have a kid and you growing, you give birth, you raising it, you don't know what kind of person is gonna be. Like you don't know if y'all even gonna get along. Like she's being honest on some like, you can make a whole motherfucker that you don't like. Like that's a possibility. I looked up and I like my kids, but you can meet a person that's like, damn, son, you are, wow.
And then you hear parents and you hear people and they're like, I tried. They're like,
like that's some other shit.
I put an effort into making this kid a good person. Or like, you never see parents are like, I didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? It's like, you wonder what outside sources you want to know, like what formula, what happened.
But that's the thing too. It's just like this, like the same way you have your beliefs and the things that you would never do and never say. And even if you thought it for a second, you'll be like, I'm gonna work to get that out of my head because I don't even like that in my head. That type of shit that you're taking that level of awareness and of it. But then you realize that there's fucking strong opposition to that same thought. Like you see what I'm saying? Like the fact that there's a group,
no,
right?
It's but like
which is fucking crazy.
We've met people, and I've met people along the way in my life that I will go home and be like, they really think like this.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy to even think. Like you see certain shit and you go, I didn't even have that in my like book of my biggest book of options that have 5,000 options in there. I still wouldn't even have that option. Like I would never even think to do that.
Yeah.
That's how far out of my world that is. And then there's so many of us on this planet. And then there's so many additions, so many conditions to grow up in, experiences. There's all kind of shit. Is weird, yo.
And then when people,
why people from Eastern Europe seem different from people from Western Europe?
Oh, it's a whole different world.
It's crazy. What the fuck? It's crazy. Northern Africa, Eastern, Western. It's
you and I grew up in different areas, right? We both grew up in very different areas. We're very different people, yet we can talk. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but that's more of us trying to look for what similarities beings could have versus somebody starting from what differences we can have.
Wow.
I feel that's what I'm thinking, because it's like if we looking at each other, it's not that we're ignoring the differences. We go, yeah, those are there, but that doesn't, okay, they're there. There could be a lot other stuff there too. Like I could like the same shit you like, you could like the same foods. That's we find a bunch of other shit to discuss. We don't even talk about our differences as our beginning identities. You know what I'm saying? You don't go.
We make it into a positive. We don't make it into a negative.
You don't even make it into a thing. It's just what it is. That's what I am. It doesn't have any. That's not the first thing you know what I'm saying? Like I don't start every sentence with I'm this. It's not this over-identifying thing, I think.
Right. It's just kind of a part of us. And I think maybe that's where, the whole like innate thing where people come from, where as soon as you meet someone, and I've met people like this, where as soon as I met them, they go out of the way to look at the differences.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They try to find what's different about each other.
Right. And it kind of turns into this, like, that's why I said, and I totally see what you mean with like, we don't even have to discuss it. We already know, and we can base off of other things. Yeah. But I think when we do discuss differences, there's this open-mindedness that I think maybe when you meet certain people, there's this I don't know, and I don't know.
You don't put a negative connotation to difference.
Right. Like
I think you just accept that it's different. It doesn't mean that it's bad that it's different. Different doesn't mean bad. Where some people feel that different means bad.
Yeah, like look at so many leaders, look at people like so many. That's how a lot of wars got started. Slavery, people like, you're different than me. I'm gonna make you do this shit because we're different. It's like, man, like how is that a bad thing? It's like not, but that's also.
I think there's the other shit where like the fear might be. Fear is somehow tied into it. In some aspect.
It goes back to the mask thing, like you said. There's this fear, like as soon as I got off stage, what's with the mask? Back of their head,
they probably be like, "Damn, I should be wearing my shit."
Yep.
And here this bitch go being responsible in my face. It's probably not, but fuck. Yep. Right, we did it. We talked about everything. I think we solved everything, but nobody's gonna believe us because we both don't know shit. But it's all right, though.
I think we solved like the whole world.
We solved all of it, yo. You have anything you would like to promote? Tell the people how they can find you, a message, imparting thought, whatever it is. The floor is yours for as long as you want.
Wow. No, honestly, you can, the whole Instagram thing, Riley Lassin. I be posting on there. Hopefully, the new year brings some new things. That's mostly it, man. Got a new apartment, y'all can come. Really cute.
All right, you heard her.
But I'm good.
That's it.
We got some
new shit. Fucking hot pocket. She had a great time. We had a great time. Fucking stay safe. Stop staring.